Welcome back to Money Talks. I'm Matthew Moore in Istanbul. Now, they're often called Italy's de facto royal family, but the Agnellis now say they're moving the headquarters of their holding company, Exor, to the Netherlands. Now, Exor owns some of the most familiar and strongest brands you can hear of, including Fiat Chrysler, Ferrari, the Economist and PartnerRe. John Elkann, the chairman of Exor, says the move will simplify the company's structure and better reflect its international profile. The group is reportedly in talks to diversify away from the car industry, and moving to the Netherlands could make it easier to execute such deals. Well, let's hear from our editor-at-large, Craig Capitas now. Those last couple of sentences there were rather opaque. What is the real reason that such an archetypal Italian family-owned company, or family-run at least, is moving away from Italy?
Taxes.
Right.
Even though the company said this is not why they're going, this is the only possible reason they could be doing it. Now, Fiat's lost a lot of jobs there over the years. 30 years ago, they had over 100,000 people working for them in turn. Now there's only about 5,000. They just want to get out, and this is the worst thing that could possibly happen to the government down there right now, because they're trying to get more investment. And as you said, this is the royal family. I mean, this is like finding out Sophia Loren isn't Italian, that Monica Bellucci doesn't like pasta. This is really grim news, because the Agnelli family is Italy.
It's emblematic, isn't it? Tell us about the motto again about the family.
The family has two mottos. This is from Giovanni, the scion of the family. Fiat is too small and it must grow. And they always wanted it to grow in Italy, which led to the second motto. You can do anything, he said to the family, but you can't leave the family. And the family was Italy. You have to go back. This was Giovanni Agnelli was really a scion in Italy. He drove fast cars. He went out with beautiful women. He embodied the Italian Renaissance.
Very stylish.
Well, the great story of Agnelli is one day he happened to go to a business meeting, the story goes, and this button that he had here, you know, when you have a button-down collar, he forgot to button it. So he had one buttoned and one open. The next day, thousands of businessmen in Italy arrived at work with one button undone in their collar, and that became a style in Rome and Turin and Milan for years.
My goodness. Look, how is this going to look to outside investors? Matteo Renzi, the Prime Minister, is trying to polish the image, but this looks terrible when you have such an important family moving.
Well,
like this.
Again, Matthew, we're going back to this kind of defenestration of Europe. Look, this is the worst optic that Renzi could have hoped for. He has problems because the public services administration in Italy is Byzantine. There's all kinds of delays for businessmen in dealing with the courts. And businessmen who go there, sorry to report, are still lumbered with corruption. And the Agnelli family and Fiat had this reputation of always being above it. And they were. Now they're gone.
And the Agnellis are trying to have it both ways. They're saying you don't see this as symbolic and so on, but actually it's very hard to avoid doing that. All right, Craig, thank you very much for that.